So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Rodney up from DynaQuip, presenting the water top product.
Thank you, Todd. I'd like to thank Todd. He was very instrumental in helping us get in the AIM group. Of course, Todd, in a former business, was familiar as a water cop early adopter years ago. So thank you, Todd. Just a quick show of hands. How many people here this weekend have left their house completely empty? Nobody there to watch over. Security systems are on, correct? Water's turned off, right? Maybe, maybe not. My company, DynaQuip Controls, has been in the valve manufacturing business in one way or another for over 75 years. We're primarily an industrial and fluid power valve and valve manufacturing company with valve automation products. 16 years ago, I was headed on a long weekend vacation to our family's townhome in the East Central Florida for a long weekend to play a little golf and do some fishing. When I arrived at the townhouse, it was, to say the least, soggy. We had suffered a water leak from a water heater on the second floor. It had been running estimatedly for possibly 2 days before it was discovered by myself and a neighbor there. Instead of enjoying a long weekend playing some golf and fishing, I spent hours with insurance claims people, a plumbing contractor, restoration contractor, the homeowners association of the building because there were common walls. Say the least, a couple of others. A carpenter to start planning construction and reconstruction and building. Spent the entire weekend ripping out furniture, books, countertops, rugs, carpeting, you name it. The place was unlivable for more than 60 days. Being in the valve automation business, I thought, wow, this is a flow control problem. This is what we do. I can solve this. So on my way home from that long weekend on the airplane, I sketched on the proverbial cocktail napkin on the airplane, TWA, who was still in business back then, a way to use automated valves that we have in our business already, coupled together with some simple water sensors, which are already in the market, and solve this problem. Detect the leak, shut the water off, and do it automatically. Nobody needs to be there to do this. Thus was born the WaterCop automatic water shutoff system. A little bit about DynaQuip Controls. We're a third-generation, family-owned and operated business, a small business, like not too different from many of your own, I'm sure. Again, we have done it all in the industrial and commercial valve automation marketplaces. We are centrally located in the United States in St. Clair, Missouri, which is near St. Louis. Just a couple of days shipping from everywhere that you are. In 1999, when I told that story, that's when I developed WaterCop. We applied for a patent. We received our patent in 2001. Today, WaterCop leads the industry in whole home and commercial water shutoff systems. We are the #1 player. There are tens of thousands of WaterCop installations, and we are growing at a very, very rapid pace. It's very exciting. What is WaterCop? Again, our main principle and core mission with WaterCop was first to keep it simple. Let's detect leaks at the most common sources of those leaks and immediately and quickly shut off the water. That's where we started. It wasn't home automation, it wasn't home security, it was just us. Through a lot of research and a lot of time that I spent with the likes of State Farm, Chubb Insurance, AIG Private Client Group, Allstate, we learned a lot. 16 years we've been doing this, we've learned a lot. There are a handful of the most common leak points in a system of a plumbing system, pressurized plumbing. Washing machine, water heater, dishwasher, ice makers, toilets. The old phrase, they don't make them like they used to, is so true. Most of those leak points are due to the failure of low-cost, plastic, or foreign manufactured 5-cent, 2-cent, penny-cent plastic fittings for those types of devices. It's, to me, absurd. The way we build things, the way my grandfather started the company and my father before me continued it, was we build things and we build them to last. That's the DynaQuip way. So we are protecting now through valve automation in this product that I developed, WaterCop. We are moving beyond industrial. We are protecting homes. We are protecting offices from the most common types of plumbing leaks. All of these other products that you see up here, and all of the things that you're putting in people's homes, there's one thing that many of them have in common. They do not react well or work very well when they're wet. Period. They just don't. They fail. We're here to prevent that. That's what it is. Homeowners, when they buy security, are they really buying stuff? Are they buying hardware and wires and TVs and all that? They're buying entertainment and feeling good. They're buying protection, and they want the things that can be prevented to be prevented. They want peace of mind. They want to feel secure and know that when they leave, like you did to come here, that what they left behind is covered. Simple as that. That's what WaterCop does for your plumbing system. Again, principles. Keep it simple. Install a water valve, or WaterCop valves install on the main incoming water line to the home, so we can protect as much downstream pressurized plumbing as possible. Sensors are placed near the most common leak points in a home. With up to 98% certainty, we can cover most of those with our water sensors and temperature sensors. We also have low temperature sensors for the freeze scenarios. When a water leak contacts a sensor, boom, bam, transmits to the valve, valve closes. All of our valves can be integrated into security and home automation systems through contact closure, through wireless technologies like Z-Wave, or simple hardwire, powered wireline, low voltage connections. Our go-to system, especially for those of you who work with new builders, is our WaterCop Pro integrated system. This was upgraded recently, as late last summer it was introduced, and it is a network of sensors, a control panel with integration capabilities for your security system. It has alarm channels, it has trouble channels for low battery notifications, it has low trouble notifications just in case a sensor goes into a short condition or some other kind of trouble, or the alarm channel, which is used, of course, for leak has been detected, water's been shut off, and you know the rest. It would create an alarm indication on one of your zone panels, and then you do the rest. Make the call the homeowner or monitoring company, roll, whatever. We also have Z-Wave integration system. For those of you who are doing Z-Wave, we have a Z-Wave automated valve that allows you to put it into a Z-Wave network and can be controlled using sensors that you already have that are available in Z-Wave networks, or we also offer a Z-Wave sensor as well. This would be appropriate for me to add at this point. We are introducing a Zigbee product, which is going through the final stages of approval by some of the approval people. We did just get confirmation from Control 4 that we're A-OK ready to go. We're waiting on a couple of the others that also do their versions of the Zigbee approval, but we can wait both those before we fully release. Here's a sample of some of the sensors: low temperature sensors, single sensors, dual point sensors with transmitters. We have some hardwired sensors. The Pro integrated system can have up to 8 hardwired sensor zones, and they can be extended out into the homes via standard phone cord style wiring. and jacks than our Pro wireless sensor. Don't need to spend a whole lot of time there. One thing that I would like to mention is that I know many of you have systems out there that probably have Interlogix or GE or other water bug type sensors built into those systems, and you have systems that you work with and monitor that are already doing the water leak detection part. We have products that you can add on to those existing systems that will give you the ability to then take the knowledge of that leak detection and then do the automatic water shut-off quickly and easily with simple low voltage wiring. Talked already about a lot of the integration. Here's an example of a very low cost, very robust and durable package that allows you to put a 12-volt DC actuated ball valve directly to a panel. We do recommend that you use a separate power supply for this so that we're not splitting or using power from the panel. It's only drawing power when it's actually cycling. That cycle runs on this valve roughly 1 second, maybe a second and a quarter, so it's not drawing many amps or much power for very long or regularly. All of our valves and actuators are UL and approved for all the appropriate plumbing codes, including the lead-free product. We introduced a soft launch of a Wi-Fi interface that allows us to do for standalone systems. Most of what you guys do, I would consider standalone, so this option is really appropriate directly for you guys. I do have to mention one of the best ways to build water business going forward for you is through your builder program. Every home needs a main water cutoff valve. Usually there are manual valves that look a lot like this one, just a quarter-turn ball valve. Ours is different. Ours is water cut ready. Ours has a mounting platform to be able to add that electric actuator quickly and easily. Our valves are designed to and tested to cycle a minimum of 250,000 times without fail or wear. We do it all the time. These are our industrial products adapted to a residential application. So let your homeowners turn on and off the water 10 times a day for years and years and years. And we expect that there would be no wear and tear with the water cut product. Simple. Install the manual valve at the rough end, 3 months into the project, 6 months into the project, 3 years after the project's been completed. The valve is there. It can be upgraded to valve automation with simple pocket tools to an automated valve and integrated into your automated home protection system. Water cut is risk management. We work with many of the largest insurance companies. Some offer discounts, some offer homeowners actual cash out of pocket. We've even had instances with some of the high-end, super high-end Chubb or AIG Private Client Group that are insure the billionaires and the $10 million homes and things like that. And we have stories about some pretty cool ones. They'll actually pay for most of the systems for some of those type systems. All we really can do from our perspective and how we do it, they don't endorse products, they do understand and endorse the concept. There are other providers out there. It's up to the homeowner really to work with their insurance provider and ask, what can I get for adding this extra level of protection to my home? Water damage, plumbing related water damage specifically, is the #1 reason and the most costly reason for a home insurance claim. So, ways to partner, next steps. All of you are already pre-authorized in our system. AIN group dealers, call up and identify yourselves. Of course, we have the list we double check on, go through that. We have an internal liaison, Pam Johnston, who works as the admin for our sales team. She will work with you directly to set up appointments. We do webinar training, we do in-person training. I have a person covering the West region and a person covering the East region, but it all bubbles up to me. If you ever, at any time, need anything more or there are any problems with water cut, hey, I developed it, it's our company, and I'm willing to answer anything at any time about what those needs that you might have are with regard to becoming a WaterCop authorized dealer. And I will take any questions you have about Deflategate now.
Really going after the integrators right now. For us to start planning for us, we done work for you to build it.
That's a good question. Okay, we started with one product, WaterCop Classic, we call it. We now have Classic and Leak Stop. Those products have been in the marketplace for 16 years, and for all intents and purposes, they are commoditized. Those are the only products that we allow in the plumbing channel. All of the new products, and I heard another partner say this today, anything that we develop new, the WaterCop Pro system, the reason we put Pro on it, who is that Pro? That's you, that's who we think Pro is. Our next generation of Pro, yours. Z-Wave, yours. We hold those products sacred to this segment of the marketplace, and we are doing everything we can to continue to develop new ways, and better tools through the feedback from you. Again, this is our first year in with you, and as we get more feedback on what you want, what you need, and how you need it, as we take that feedback and make better WaterCops, thanks to you, they will be held just for you, so they'll be exclusive to this segment of the marketplace.
One more question. How hard is it complicated for one or two retrofit on these so it's an old house?
Any plumber worth their salt, this is an hour or less worth of work in most cases. It depends. Every home is different. Access to main water shutoffs and main pipes are different in every home. I know in my home it's quick and simple when we did it, and it took 30 minutes. And many of the ones that I've seen are very easy, but there are some that can be quite complicated due to crawl spaces and age and things like that. So the best answer is every home's different, and they all need a survey to determine, what the time and timeout's going to be.
Are there local line signs for those valves?
Great question. Thanks to being in the valve industry and industrial valve automations, we do have capabilities to provide valve automation tied into WaterCop style electronics for valves up to 36 inches.
And if there are any other questions, please take the time to see Jenny or Rodney. They'd be more than happy to stay. I want to mention a couple things that you saw that meant the word risk management. If you want a great word to work with your VP of Purchasing Division, start using the word loss prevention. Loss prevention. The purchasing people recognize that word more so than risk management. And then the second thing, I just want to see by a show of hands, how many people offer Z-Wave as an option with their alarm systems? Raise your hand. Now, how many people offer Z-Wave as standard with your security system? Raise your hand. Okay? This Z-Wave is huge. Huge opportunity to expand your business. If you're looking for a way to differentiate yourself from the people that are non-AIN dealer members, there you go. Z-Wave Water Solutions. So thank you very much.